Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. Price is currently pulling away from resistance. We got rejected at this trend line that we identified here on the chart. However, it's not substantial enough to confirm that we're already here moving down. A move down is still, in my opinion, a valid interpretation, which would possibly take us sort of into the region. I've got it on the left hand side here, into the region around 1660 to 1690. But I need to see a break below yesterday's low as confirmation. And that's also the same low that was made on Monday and before that on Saturday. So it's quite an important support level down here on the micro scale around 1788, 1789. Price needs to break that and sustain below it. So far it hasn't done that, but it also hasn't broken above resistance. So unfortunately we are sort of left with a fairly unclear corrective structure here. Which just sometimes we just need to sit this out. It is unfortunately what it is. Bitcoin price action has been very boring for the last few weeks, and Ethereum's as well. So it's time to get some movement here. But unfortunately, we're in this range now. So a break above the Monday high, which is here at 1847, would give us that red wave count to watch. It is basically a 5-wave move up. I did highlight it in red. You might not see it that well because basically I want to indicate that Ethereum needs to prove first that it is in this count. What do I mean with that? Well, it just means that I don't fully trust the low that we made here. I don't trust it for a lasting bottom, simply because we haven't seen impulsive price action to the upside yet. It's all been fairly corrective to the upside. So I don't trust it. So even if we break above resistance, I said it in the Bitcoin video as well, and I did post it on Telegram and Discord earlier. Don't fall from your chair. Don't jump off your chair when we break resistance. It's not like confirmation we're going to go to 3K here for Ethereum. It's more to be understood as, okay, immediate downside is invalidated. It could, however, still be maybe a deeper wave 4, even though I don't think so. Or some kind of a B wave. It could always be a more extended correction. That's always the risk if you are dealing with a diagonal pattern. And Elliott Wave allows us to understand it's a diagonal, so we need to be careful. It's not an impulse here, clearly not. So if we break above resistance, I will consider we have bottomed, but it would be only as a diagonal. Seems to be the only way. And the reason for that is because the wave 1, what I have labeled here as red wave 1, would be a corrective structure, so wave 2 as well, and that wave 3 as well. We would literally need to start to rally shortly here, and it would be a corrective structure. So the whole 5-wave move the entire 5-wave move would contain and consist of corrective subwaves, which makes the interpretation always a bit difficult. And it means that it needs to prove itself. It needs to show it can fill in 5 waves, which would then count as a wave 1. And it would need to produce a higher low. So basically a 1-2 setup. Okay. Before that, I won't trust it. And the reason I won't trust it is because basically in an ideal structure, another low is missing. And because the move up was corrective. Had the move up been impulsive, an impulsive move above resistance, great. That would have made it easy. But if we get a move above resistance, it's not going to be impulsive. It's going to be corrective. So that doesn't make it easy, and unfortunately we are left with that situation. If you are too confused about, or if the lower degree price action sometimes is not very clear, we can always zoom out to get a more clear picture or a clearer picture by looking at the higher time frame, and the higher time frame, the context reveals that we rallied most likely in a wave 1 into April, and this is a wave 2 correction. This is support all the way down to 1533. And as long as we're holding 1533, we should still be able to rally in a third wave. But when again, exactly the turnaround is going to be, that's hard to say. I would like to see one more low. If we don't get it, then we have to observe this diagonal, and I will try to guide you as good as possible. Okay, that's my update about Ethereum. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.